What's up, everybody? It's Hall here, and let's start the second video of this series of the how-to World. This video will be about the new system that they have implemented, which is the Skirmish system. Now, the Skirmish system is a revamp of sorts of the previous war score system. Now, I will go over the system right now as we speak, and I will explain what has changed and what the purpose of this whole new system is. Now, you could consider my previous video kind of not important anymore, but it still gives you a lot of insight on how the system works. But I will give you a quick recap of most of those features. So let's go over to the World versus World tab over here, and you will see that there are minor changes. One of them is this little timer here that says the amount of minutes or hours if it is a new skirmish and how many are remaining in the current skirmish, and you have these victory points down here. Now, everything else is about the same. This looks the same, and if you go to the detailed score, all of that looks pretty much the same. So we're gonna go over what the skirmish system is. Now, the skirmish system is a new form of war score that is supposed to reduce the amount of night capping and off-peak caps, but that has not been implemented yet. For now, it's just the current skirmish system, and the updated system will also get a video of its own. Now, if you look at the skirmish system, what it is every 2 hours there is a new skirmish. What that means is that the war score here will be reset to 0, and from there on, the person with the highest, the server with the highest war score will get three victory points, which are these over here. The ones with the second place will get 2 victory points, and the ones that are in third place will get 1 victory point. Now, ArenaNet is thinking of changing the values of the amount of victory points, but when that happens, I will give a little recap video and update on that as well. But what it does is, if the standard the stuff is still there, like the PPT, the point per tick, point per kill, all the stuff, it still adds to war score. But like I said, every 2 hours, it will get wiped to 0 again, and the points will be allocated here. What also has changed is if you go onto your World versus World map, and if you hover over these the objectives, they've added a little new window. It says that like say this Mendon's Tower, Mendon's Gap. It says that it's a tier 1 secured, instead of like having to figure it out or having to click on it before you see here. But it also says how many points per tick it gives. Now, that is very nice, because then you don't have to go here and have to figure it out. Oh yeah, it's like each of these give that many. You can just look directly on the map and see, okay, this one will give us 4. This one gives us 4 for the capture. Now, that is very important to remember. This is also very new, that when you capture objectives, they will also award you with war score. Now, you see that here on the Mendon's Gap, because we already own it, we get 4 points per tick, and the tick is every 5 minutes, and that will be awarded to our war score. If you go towards the keep here, we do not own it, so if we would take it over, if we would capture it, we would get 4 points to our war score, and then the awarding ticks after that. And then the tower would give us 2 points, Stonemas would give us 6 points, and a camp will give us 1 point for the capture, which is very important, because at least it feels like you have more reason to take things like actively, especially if they're more upgraded and whatnot, which will also be implemented in the future, according to ArenaNet themselves. Now, this video is very short. It's just a quick overview of what the victory point system does. So far, not much, but what will be changed is the values of points you get in general, and also depending on how active the skirmish has been between all 3 servers, to see how much they could allocate, because that is something they will implement in the future. They are doing polls on this, and they're asking people on the forum and whatnot. They just want to be sure what we would value right now. Point revamp and like Glico reset rating and all that stuff, like just the whole overhaul on the points, or like some smaller quality of life thing, but I think most of us can agree that night capping is kind of game breaking and it's kind of unfair. Especially, for example, I'm not going to shit on servers here right now, but for example, Drakkar Lake is a German server, and Germans have holidays as we speak right now. It is the split between, it is the celebration of breaking the Berlin Wall, which reunited the eastern and western parts of Germany. But yeah, since they have holidays right now, they are extremely active, especially in the early morning, where all the other two servers will have 0 point per tick, and it's not really fair with the victory score. But that was all for now. This was just a quick overview on what the victory point system does, the skirmish system, and all that stuff. The next video will go over the masteries, which ones do what is important to take, in my opinion, and what a lot of people would value over anything else. So thank you all for watching this video. I'll be back very soon. I'm sorry for the delays, but I'll be back very soon. With more videos, more streams, and if you guys want to keep up to date with everything, follow me on Twitter, which should be in the description, and follow me on Twitch as well, where I do streams quite regularly. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.